for both of these players if you know either of them in the slightest. I mean, as stated before, Jaedong's kind of like a personal friend of one of our casters. I think he's a fan favorite by and large.
Oh.
But nothing against Journey. He's just not known as well. I guarantee you, if these guys were on the same level of fan, you guys would be rooting for Journey because he's such a good player as well. And this is, once again, his opportunity to maybe break out, have a team pick him up. But at the same time, for Jaedong, he needs that win. You know, how many times can you come second place, third place? Even if it's a tournament like this, 2,500 bucks for first place. That's where I want to see Jaedong. It kills me that these two are pitted against each other, but only one of them can join StarTale's life in the round of 8. So without further ado, spawning in the top right corner of Overgrowth in this final best of 3 today, in this last match for Group B, from Evil Geniuses, it's the Blue Zerg, Jaedong. And hang on, I have a bit of a problem. Zombie Girl, you're gonna have to like cast this with Mal. My headphones are freaking out, so I'm not gonna be able to hear you guys.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He doesn't know if we heard that though. In the bottom left, it is the Orange Terran Journey.
Yay for orange!
Yeah, weird. Okay, so it is literally just us casting right now. Is I guess Rifkin's cat was maybe chewing on the cables or something. Don't know. I don't know. That's what my cat did. I had to buy another headset.
I'm very excited for this match, not because, you know, again, Rifkin said that, you know, these guys are two of my personal buddies, but also they're very aggressive oriented players. As we've seen, you know, the Journey's game against Life, he wasn't shy to be aggressive against, you know, Life, who is also known for highly aggressive style, starting from Wings of Liberty days.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how, you know, Journey, as Rifkin was saying, to the fans, is not very well known, you know, unless you're me and you. But to the other players as well. You know, you talked about him being really high up in GM, and that's certainly true. You know, there's a lot of barcodes. You know, how much do you really know that 4th, 5th Terran up in there? And do you even know this? Do you even know that it's Journey? Like, you know, you look at a tournament sometimes, you're like, oh, this guy, like, who is that? You have no idea. You know, the only reason the only reason he even knows they're Korean is because they can talk Korean to each other. I don't know.
Also, you know, only people that are close with, they know which barcode is who. But you know, for someone like Jaedong who doesn't really have much friends per se in SK Telecom, he was probably blinded to prep for this matchup.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's one way you know, if there was, like, say, another person, if Jaedong was on SK Telecom, or heck, was even still in Pro League, really, because maybe not. But maybe he would know Journey. But, you know, being out of the Korean scene, really, still laddering on Korea for the most part, but, you know, out of the Korean scene, I'd be actually hard pressed to think that Jaedong knows who Journey is. But let's see if he knows that he's a weird player and can prepare accordingly. These Reapers doing a pretty good job so far. They haven't actually gotten any kills yet. For some reason, he always got at least one drone kill versus life. I'm not sure why.
So close. But it was probably well calculated.
I'm sure. Nice zoom-in, Rift.
I like this rally on the 2 Marines. They're heading over to the 9 o'clock position to snipe off the Overlord. And then he stops. No, he still goes. Okay.
Yeah.
This is something not every Terran can do. I know Nathania said on the stream at WCS yesterday about how Massa was just chipping off Overlords left, right, and center in this map in Overgrowth because there isn't really a great position to hide your Overlords for the visions. But it's not something everybody can do.
And funnily enough, Jaedong actually not sending his Overlords over there either has, you know, lost one too many Overlords rather, in his latter games to this, or actually does know Journey, I'm not sure, but his Overlord was even going back, like as far away from possible as the usual Overlord place, and then finally moves its way back again. So I don't know if that was just sick timing or what, but Journey, you know, I thought he was getting those extra Marines actually hide something, but no, he just goes for a 3rd command center.
This Hellion and Reaper is not going to do much on pushing off the creeps and everything because, you know, you already have some sort of a SimCity started already. And typically when you want to push with Reaper and Hellion to push back the creeps and give a little pressure, you need at least 3 Reapers. one Reaper is just not beefy enough.
Yeah, it's all about soaking up the damage that the Hellions don't really, so you're right. Usually if they don't go 2-3 Reapers, even with the 6 Hellions, they generally don't take anything down. They might stop the creep spread a little bit. They'll stay on the edge, maybe in this position, and try and stop it. But Jaedong going for 6 roaches to start this game off with a little bit of aggression. Journey sees this, or he should see it, or he should prepare for it.
Maybe it's aggression, or maybe it's a passive move. Because if he's seen the series against Journey series against Life, he was going for very aggressive. What is it?
Hellbats.
The Hellbats.
Yeah.
Hellbats, and the 6 roaches would easily kite and chip away at the Hellbats and kill him off and stop the push eventually. So
yeah, it's true.
I think that probably was the case. As we don't see any more roaches being produced right now.
Yeah. Usually it's 4 roaches. If you're going to be trying to be like really careful. You just want them for purely defense. 7 to 10 is when you actually try and go across and deal some SCV damage. But Jaedong actually does
make
to invest. So, he threw down 2 Evo chambers in the main. Journey's not going to see this. I'm not sure if he's, trying to fake a Roach Baneling bust, or he is going to do a Roach Baneling bust and have the Evo chambers for later. Maybe the latter? Oh, hey, that actually worked.
Oh,
like that.
Great focus fire with the mine.
Jaedong is going to go for it. Jaedong is actually going for an all-in here.
For it. 30 lings in production.
It's not the 3, hatcheries that are, making me wonder why. It's the Evo chambers. Usually if you go for this all-in, you just don't get the Evo chambers. But as they are hidden, it still actually looks like an all-in. I'm surprised that Journey has just not identified this. I mean, he saw 2 groups of roaches. You might just assume that Jaedong's going for like a Roach Hydra composition. He hasn't scanned the main or anything.
As well. 19 Banelings in production. I totally agree with the Evo Chamber, because he built Evo Chambers. I think he was thinking of more of a macro game. Then I think changed his mind, because he's not upgrading anything from Evo Chambers.
Oh,
they're pretty much
I just checked Journey's vision. He actually scans the main, and I don't know if Jaedong did some. He saw the Evo Chambers, so that's why he's he didn't think this was coming either. Oh my god!
It's smart.
Super decimation going down here.
This is looking like the hype trailer of Jaedong's play of running by.
Oh, demolished! Oh my god, there's Journey can't win from this position.
There's no way. I guess the good thing is that he scanned, saw 2 Evo Chambers, and thought, okay, this is just gonna pan out for a longer game. And maybe that's why Jaedong decided to change up his mind, because he saw the scan go down. And GG is called.